BarbacoaCore, a podcast network.
What is up, everybody? Thank you for listening to a new episode of the BarbacoaCore Podcast. It's going to be a different one. I am joined by my wife.
Hello.
Hey, we're going to do this thing. What should we call it? Quarantine buddies? Till death do us part? I don't know. She's going to be my guest for the next few BarbacoaCore episodes. I think it should be fun. This is officially our first day of quarantine, right? Because you've been at work.
I've been at work, but I did go out in public today.
Oh, that's right.
I went to the grocery store.
You did the grocery store run. How bad was that?
It was actually not bad at all. There wasn't any toilet paper, but I wasn't looking for that because we didn't need it. It was very organized. There was no line around the building, but I did go to a small H-E-B. I got there 10 minutes till 8 o'clock because they shortened their hours from 8 to 8. So I got there at 7:50, and I was maybe the 25th person in line, 28th person in line. They have it very organized. The security guard or the police officer did say that he was only letting 15 people at a time. And with one person in, one person comes out. So I wasn't really worried about it. I just wanted to get some small things. And he did say that every location is different based on size. So I believe that's why he only let 15 people in, including, I guess, because of the employees that were in the venue or in the store. But yeah, it was very calm. I like that, so I might continue doing that particular store.
Well, I mean, you pretty much got like a bunch of supplies. And what people don't know about me is that if there's food in the house, like we shop on a day-to-day basis because if it's in the house, I'm going to eat it. So I'm having a real hard time with all this, the abundance of food. I'm like, want to eat everything. And my wife's in ration mode. Rations? Is that the right thing? Rations? Mm-hmm. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for doing that. I was still asleep. She woke up early this morning. She's like, I'm going to go to H-E-B. And I was about to get up, but then I was like, nah, I'm not ready. So good luck. Godspeed.
I know. I was like, you don't want to join me for protection or something? Like,
at the one time you need me the most, I'm like, just be careful.
I'm going to go back to sleep. I was like, okay.
I was a little hungover today. And thanks to my job, I'm able to work from home. They set me up to work from home, and then they said, hey, you remember those vacation days that you wanted to take? You can go ahead and take them. So I'm on vacation mode till Wednesday. I have to be back at work or back in my work area till Wednesday. But you just found out, you don't have to say where you work, but you're in the service industry downtown, and they shut everything down.
Yeah, they shut down all bars and restaurants or dine-in restaurants. So I do work in a restaurant that only does dine-in.
You don't do any DoorDash or nothing?
Well,
like that?
we do. I was getting to that,
okay.
Mr. Interruption. We do have DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber Eats, but they did cut everyone as far as hourly employees. They still haven't officially said like what's going on. They just basically told us yesterday that we have to stay home and just to be safe, and they will update us as soon as they get information. I mean, I'm being patient. I'm being calm. Our corporate offices are in another state, so we're just waiting to hear from them so that they could litigate what the other venues or other restaurants throughout the U.S. and other countries are gonna do.
Yeah.
So we basically had to wait for our legal team and stuff. So, I mean, I do have vacation hours. I do have sick time. So I'm just, waiting. I'm not buying in abundance. Buying crazy and going
More than what we
crazy.
need.
Yeah, more than what we need. Like, just buying a few canned goods. And I froze some meats. But, I mean, we had to keep calm. There's no, reason to go into mass hysteria.
Yeah, man. Like I don't really watch the news. I don't keep up with it too much. What's affecting me now is that like everything's being closed down. Like all the bars and stuff. All the open mics for comedy fucking shut down. Nothing's going on comedy wise. I'm a little worried about that because like am I ever gonna get back into it? I don't know. The shows that I was supposed to be out of town this weekend. I was supposed to be in Abilene and San Angelo. Riding out with Danny Engel. He was going to feature for April Macy in her 2 shows in Abilene and San Angelo, and I was going to jump on as a guest spot. Those got canceled, and I kind of figured that those would, but shows like indefinitely, like everything's just postponed, shut down until further notice. So I don't even know when I'll be able to go back out. My buddy Big John, he had sold out his show on the 29th. Sold it out. I think it was like 130 people, 160 people, something like that at Alamo Draft House. And, of course, all the movie theaters are closing down, so they postponed his show. So that's a big bummer. He sold the tickets all on his own. I was just going to open up, support the show. And I was pretty excited about the show, man, because, like I said, he sold it out for like 130 people. And that would have been great for me to introduce myself to all these people, like his fans and his friends and all that stuff. That got shut down. Like everything's just shut down, like comedy wise, and it's just so crazy. Like that's what makes it real, and that's what like a lot of people don't know. Like that kind of helps our marriage. Like me being able to go out and do my thing and stuff. And now we're quarantined. We're stuck here. Today was pretty fun. We're day drinking. We played a game of Phase 10. We've been listening to music and dancing around the apartment and stuff. And I'll admit to you now, I did cheat. I used a 6 as a 9 on one of the hands.
Are you kidding me?
No.
What the fuck?
Because I just I didn't want to lose. And, it was the one where like it was like the long.
And this is like strategy. Like I can't believe you did that. Like we're both paying attention. It was a low score game. Like. We were actually neck and neck,
yeah.
And you cheated. What the fuck?
I felt bad about it, but
this is my favorite game, and you, I can't believe you. And you know what? My bad on me too because I was fucking paying attention.
Yeah, it's up to you to catch me.
I did catch you because you could have put down a certain card, and I played off that card since you didn't play it.
Yeah,
but. I mean, it's fun. We had to be creative in the time that we have. Creative, not created. Creative. Yeah. I mean, we got to keep busy. We got to keep moving.
We're trying not to do too much Netflix because we don't know how long this is going to be. So we got to do our own self-entertainment and stuff. And we like to play games. We tried doing a puzzle once, and the fucking puzzle was missing like 3 pieces. I don't know if we bought it like that or if the dog ate up the 3 pieces and stuff. But we're figuring out other ways. I mean, we're definitely going to Netflix because we like to binge watch shows and stuff.
But I've also heard that internet's going slower now because everyone's just home and binge watching stuff or working from home. So, like, if we don't need to use it right now, like, there's other things to do. Like, we could listen to music. We could dance. We could clean the apartment. Yay.
Clean the apartment.
Going back on the Abilene, where were you going?
Abilene on Friday and then San Angelo on Saturday.
I don't know if you heard or saw, but there was a tornado last night or this morning.
No,
out there.
No idea.
So there was a lot of damage out there too. So,
damn it! Didn't the hurricane know about the fucking coronavirus? Like, couldn't they postpone the hurricane?
It was a tornado. The difference.
I don't know. But I'm a little worried about that because you know how I am about my schedules. And, I plan out my week every Sunday type of thing. So, yeah, like, I don't know. What if I'm going to enjoy this whole, what's it called? Social distancing? what if I'm going to enjoy that like a little bit too much, and then I'm going to be paranoid to go out in any crowds, even though they give like the all clear, everybody go back to normal type of thing. Like where I'm like no, I'm good. So podcasting, that's why we're doing the podcast, because I still got to do some type of content. And guys, if you don't know, podcast, people can make, because there's a lot of comics that this is their main gig, you know. They're stay at home. They do podcasts as like to content or create content and promote themselves, promote their shows, have people come out to the shows. A lot of y'all y'all could just help by listening, you know, like, and it takes a lot of listens to make any kind of money and stuff. Like I think like I'll get like $15 for every like 1,000 plays that I get. So if you ever feel like, oh, is there something I could do? You could just play like somebody's podcast in the background and get those play numbers up, and then they'll get $15 every here and there. You could share it online, promote it. A lot of people are looking for content now because like the internet will be slow, so Netflix will be running slow. You could download the podcast on your phone, listen in at a time, and all those go to whoever's creating it, their number count and stuff. And so you could help that way. I know a lot of people are opening up online stores to sell their merch online and stuff, just to supplement their income, or if there is their main income, to keep the money coming in, keep themselves up and running. Since shows, like everything, like bands, comics, anything like tour, entertainment, crowd related, shut down. It's just
restaurants,
bars, service industry. If you could help them out in any way. I heard somebody say something about like buying like gift cards, or I don't even know how that would work, but any way that you could help support, you know, local shops, people that are like, this is their livelihood, this is their way of life type of thing.
Yeah, go visit those mom and pop restaurants, mom and pop bars. A lot of small bars are doing like 6-packs to go.
Yeah.
You know, just try to see what is in your area and go support them, because they're the ones that are going to need this boost in the long run.
Yeah.
You know,
like we got to make a trip to our local liquor store, Pig Liquors. Shout out Pig Liquors. Bah, 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 bah. But yesterday I went to go buy the new vodka that I'm digging right now. It's called Taste Like Chicken. I dig it because it's vodka and it's hella cheap and it's local and non-GMOs or whatever they do. Or no, what is it called?
gluten-free, I think.
Gluten-free. But I walked in to Pig Liquors and they had to kick me out because they're only limited to 4 people in the store at a time.
Yeah, well, people had to keep in mind also that, you know, small areas, of course, their how do you say it? The occupancy
it's already low.
Number is going to be lowered because it's a small space.
Yeah.
You know, so like a bigger venue, bigger place, bigger area, of course they're going to do the 50 or less. But I do hear that some people are doing 10 and less. So just be patient. Be, you know, aware of like the areas that you're in. You know, they're going to also limit the amount of people or the quantities of people that go into these places, because this also includes the employees and the workers and people that are stocking. You know, anything, the cleaning crew. You know, anyone that's taking space and air in these venues or in these stores or in these bars or anywhere, like that's very crucial at this time. You know, we have to keep everybody healthy and be aware of that. So just be patient and just say, you know, you understand, and just wait. You know, just wait in line, just wait outside where there's open air.
So like the places that are inside, like indoors areas, like those are all shut down. Like, is friendly spots still open, or they had to shut down too?
Honestly, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It's just like, I don't know if it's just the enclosed areas, and then they're trying to set out a curfew, like nobody stay out past like 10 or 11 o'clock, stuff like that.
And it's not really a curfew, but it's just for the safety of everyone, because of first responders and you know, hospitals and stuff. We want to limit any kind of like unnecessary accidents because there's so much focus on the bigger thing, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, the mayor said, like, you know, just try to be home or indoors by 10. You know, it's not a curfew and it hasn't been into place, but he is requesting that we be mindful of our time outdoors. You
Yeah.
know?
But I don't know, man. Like it's just the beginning, and thankfully I've been blessed with the opportunity to be able to work from home. And when they gave me the opportunity to go home, like I cleaned out my desk as if I'm never going back. I took everything down. I didn't have that much up anyway, you know. But like everything, like all the things on my cubicle, like the Seahawks stuff and our picture that I had up there, I took everything down as if I'm never going back. And it was kind of surreal. I was like, everything that I have, like for the past 7 years, is all in this box. Everything that I've put into this little area and stuff. But yeah, I'm able to work from home, so that's good. We'll be okay. We'll still got to find out what's going on with your work and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out how to supplement that.
That lost income. On. But yeah, I mean, it's all brand new to everyone. You know, I'm not going to stress out about it now. I mean, I just worked 2 days this week and got 17 hours and. You know, I make money on the daily basis, like, and it's cash, you know, so that's going to take a hit, but I'm not going to like worry about it, until I get like official word or official, you know. Yeah.
They just sent out that announcement last night that they're just shutting down. Like the city made that announcement at 5:00 p.m. that last night that they had till midnight to shut down, and so a lot of people were doing like happy hours and all that stuff. So they're all just figuring out, like your corporate officers are just figuring out what they're going to do, what they're going to offer, and what they can offer, you know, business wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So we jumped the gun on this whole quarantine thing, and we binge watched. What was the last show? The what was it? It's like a game show. Love is Blind. Blind Love. Love
Who
is
knows?
Blind.
Love is Blind? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dug it. I thought it was an interesting experiment that they did. It's a Netflix thing. So how it's set up is that people, they have guys and girls, and they just meet through pods. They sight unseen. They call them dates, but they're just conversations between walls, and then they're supposed to pick one person, fall in love, get engaged, and then get married. And it was all like within a month or something like that, like a month's time, something like that, right? And then towards the end, like they're only of the 5 couples that did get engaged, only like 2 of them got married.
I think 3.
3 of them got married. But that was an interesting thing. Like some people were just playing along with the game, or some people were like there was one couple that I did think they were really good.
She got left at the altar, but they're dating now. But they're not. He left her at the altar.
Oh, that's right.
And
no, I was talking about the girl that was a brunette that turned blonde at the reunion. What was her name? Amber and her dude. They were a good couple.
They married.
They did get married,
yeah.
right? But no, the one that you're talking about, fuck, I wish I was better with names. Gigi and her dude. But she was crazy, man. She was a crazy person. She would get angry. She just tell him to shut the fuck up. You know, listen to me. I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. And all this stuff. I was like, oh, that's why she's single. You know, because she was
she's not single.
Well, that's why she was on that show. All those people were single for a reason. You see these beautiful people, and they're like, why are they not all hooked up with somebody already? And then they would reveal, oh, because she's really crazy, or she's a bad drunk, or she's just, I don't know.
All people are crazy. All people have their issues, and nobody is perfect.
But that was a fun show, man. I really dug that one. Could you do anything like that? Like any type of like experiment like that, like fall in love, connect with somebody, sight unseen type of thing?
No, I couldn't. Like I couldn't marry someone.
Well, not marry, no, for sure. I mean,
that was
the
whole
game.
Like it's to get married. Like you have to get married within a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And you had to date. Yeah, and you had to have like a certain amount of dates, and then get proposed to.
Yeah, the fact that it was such a short timeline too. Like they've met,
lived together.
It was like 30 days, right? Something
I don't know
like that.
what it was.
A short
I don't know the
time.
timelines, but like you date a few times, then you propose.
They don't even date. They just talk through the pods.
Well, yeah,
they talk through the walls, but they call that
unseen.
dating.
don't see each other, no, physical appearance or attraction, nothing like that. Just your voice and your personality. And then once you propose and say your yeses or whatever.
They even proposed before they even saw each other,
Yeah,
right?
before they even saw each other. And then you see each other, and then
you're like, oh,
you
thank
say
God
yes,
you're not ugly.
and then you see each other, and then you go on a little pre-honeymoon.
A honeymoon type thing, yeah.
And then you live together, and then plan your wedding. Well, not really plan. I guess plan your wedding, and then get married in like a few weeks. Like,
yeah, I think it was all 30 days, like a 30-day process or something like that.
It's just crazy,
insane. But it was a good watch. I was like, I've been doing this thing where I talk during shows.
Yes,
and
you have been doing that a lot lately.
I don't know why. Usually I don't do that, but I'm like, oh, bitch, don't go in that door. But yeah.
Or just random conversations. Like, okay, that has nothing to do with what we're watching. Like, okay,
no,
if it has
sometimes I
something
stay
to
on task. Most times I stay on task about what we're watching or asking questions. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I've been doing that a lot, and that bugs you. But that's the new me, I guess.
And you know what? It doesn't even bug me. It just bugs me that
it bugs you because I wouldn't like it if it was happening to me.
You wouldn't like it, and you don't like it when people do it, and then you've been doing it, yappa 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 yappa, and and it's not even like series, like it's even during movies, like.
Yeah.
Just be quiet and enjoy it.
Sometimes, yeah. But it was cool, man. I don't know if I could do anything like that. I mean, like, I used to do Craigslist. Craigslist was weird. That's the only thing I've done, like, as far as, like, but that's not even dating. Like, you just meet people online and then you go on a date. But they were, like, calling, like, just talking in the pods through the wall, a date. Because even somebody said, like, oh, yeah, we've all dated each other. It was like, that's not really a date. But it was fun. It was interesting. And then it was gnarly to see people get left at the altar. Like, that was a big, like, oh, fuck, embarrassing in front of all their friends and family and stuff. Kind of felt bad for these people. But at the same time, they knew what they were signing up for. They're a spectacle. They're there for entertainment. That's what people want. People want you to get your heart broken because that's entertainment. I
have to sneeze.
You have to sneeze? Corona.
Only allowed 2 sneezes.
Yeah. What was good about, like, leading up to this week, we had a pretty good weekend. We got to join our friends, Ray and Michelle. Shout out Ray and Michelle. They do this thing every year for their daughter's birthday where they go and they rent out, like, a cabin or they go out. And this year they did a Hill Country Resort out in Canyon Lake. So pretty much Friday night, gone, done drinking. Woke up Saturday, started drinking by 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in the morning?
9 a.m., yeah.
9 a.m., started drinking. But going out there, because, like, here in San Antonio, and I live in a small bubble. In my mind, everything's just a small bubble. So I thought, like, all the mass hysteria, the buying out, the selling out of products and stuff was just local, So I figured, okay, we'll just drive it to Canyon Lake. We'll hit the H-E-B out there, buy some stuff for the resort, buy some stuff to bring home. And we drove out there. We got out there around, like, 8 o'clock. Everything gone.
Gone.
Eggs gone. Meat section gone. A lot of stuff from the freezer section gone. Obviously, toilet paper was gone. And it was just crazy. I think that's when it started getting real. Because I've only saw that stuff online. People sharing stuff online on Facebook. But I just thought, oh, that's just in the city. That's just people going crazy in the city. The more people, the more opportunity to go crazy and all that stuff. It's like, oh, if we go to Canyon Lake, the HB out there won't be that bad. And that was eye-opening. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't see the meat department.
No, man.
I'm so glad you didn't see it. It was very, very heartbreaking. Like, that's when, like, shit was real.
Yeah.
Like,
it started getting real. And so seeing that on the way out, and then once we got to the resort in Canyon Lake, we just totally forgot about it. Started drinking, just having a good time, enjoying our friends. And then Sunday morning, I kind of woke up like in a panic type of thing because I knew, okay, now we got to go home. We got to figure this shit out.
Face reality.
And I'm pretty sure the alcohol and the being hungover induced the panic that was setting in. But it was really bad on Sunday morning. Because I was like, what am I going to do at work? Am I going to work from home? Do I get my vacation days? Am I still going out next weekend for the shows?
Yeah, well, because you initially already had vacation planned for this week.
Yeah, I was supposed to be off.
But they made you
They made me cancel it. Yeah, I was supposed to be off already Tuesday through Friday. Because
and, of course, your weekends.
And my weekends, yeah. With my work, you could build up vacation time to a certain point, and then you have to use a certain amount of vacation time by the mid-April. If you don't use it by mid-April, you just lose it. They don't pay you out. You just lose it. That's your fault for not using it. So I already had a couple. I had this week planned to be off, and then I go back to work next week, or go back to being on the clock next week, and then the following week I'm off Monday through Friday. And with this whole thing, like, we're sending you home, so we got to cancel your vacation. I was like, well, what the fuck? Am I going to lose those hours? I was panicking about that, panicking about getting set up at home. Is everything going to work? Am I going to be able to work from home? Just panic mode. I was in panic mode. It felt really bad. And then later we got home, and then later on that Sunday, that's when I found out that the following weekend shows were going to be canceled. Abilene canceled, San Angelo canceled, and then later that night, that's when I found out that the Alamo Draft House show was getting canceled. So everything's getting canceled, and I was like, oh, fuck, it's just getting real. No comedy. Now I'm working from home. No people interaction, social distancing like a motherfucker. And I don't know if I could go back to going in groups. But I don't know, man. So this is going to be our project. We're quarantine, husband and wife, quarantine buddies. How do you think it's going to go?
I think we'll do fine. I really think we'll do fine. I think your sister told us, like, hey, like, just, it's going to be okay. It'll pass. People are getting at each other's necks because they're together all day long.
The divorce rate in China has, like, gone up, has skyrocketed. Because they did the quarantine first. And so people were, like, the divorce rate in China.
Nah.
I didn't even know that was legal for them to get divorced. I thought they just had to kill each other.
Stop.
Do that. I don't know.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. It's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be fun because
we're always gone. Like you're always you have a busy social life. Like I'm always at work.
Yeah, but that's done.
Well, yeah, I know, but like we'll be okay because like we're not gonna get on each other's nerves. Like it's time that
Episode 1. This is what her
we need to spend together.
I think we'll do this like every 3 days. We're gonna do this and checking on each other.
I can't believe you.
Well, today was fun. Because you took care of business. You went to the grocery store on your own. Props to you for doing that.
I know. Later on, it's going to get worse, I think.
Yeah. And we did some day drinking because I'm on vacation mode. You're on vacation mode. Yours is forced. Mine was approved. So we just, and that's a good point. I was going to mention to you. I think I mentioned this to you already. We both had a fear of me being an alcoholic type of thing, not having any self-control when it comes to alcohol. But I didn't drink at all when I was working from home. And alcohol's right there. Alcohol's always right there when it's available. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I did start drinking as soon as I clocked out at 5:30 or at 6 o'clock. But I could,
sometimes I do the same thing also. Of course, because I'm
at work?
No, I'm in the restaurant industry and I work downtown. And, sometimes I just go right next door to the other restaurant after I clock out.
As soon as you clock out, yep.
Well, because it's just steps away. Like, literally.
I'm out going to go get some drinks. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like, I could literally take maybe 20 steps and be at the next restaurant or the next bar. And it's happy hour. So, duh. I'm going to have a beer before I come home. Maybe a shot. Maybe 2 beers in a shot. So people do it all the time. No judging.
Yeah, but we definitely we're all good on food. We're all good on toilet paper, but I think we need to take another stroll to our local liquor store, get a couple more bottles.
Yeah, we definitely have to keep our bodies moving. Exercise. I mean, I know that a lot of gyms are closed.
Oh, that was the thing too, man. I was like, if I work from home, my lunch hour is gonna be spent at the gym. Be spent at the gym. I was gonna extend my lunch hour. I was gonna do 30 minutes at the gym, then come home or come back and shower because we have a gym in our complex, and close, shut down, not allowed to use the gym. I was like, this is why I don't try to get in shape, because everything's always, going against me.
Yeah,
the complex is trying to hold me down, man.
We have to keep our bodies moving, stretching, do at-home workouts, whatever you could do to not keep your body still, because that's when, everything
body atrophies, the mind atrophies.
Your weaknesses overcome your strengths, like positive people that are, people that are always positive all the time. Like if you take certain things away from them, then that's when, doubt fills your head, hate fills your heart, resentment, like you just have to keep positive, be calm, and just move, get your body moving. We put music on today. We were dancing. We played a card game, we just have to keep our mind busy.
I think I'm going to try to read a book.
Yeah, like reading books, playing music, playing games, cleaning the apartment,
I've done
organizing
zero
stuff.
Writing. I haven't written anything.
Yeah, right. And, get rid of that junk drawer that you have, or 2 or 3 for some people. Just, get organized, take this time that you have, to slow down. Like we have such a busy life, on the normal, and this is just basically telling us like we need to slow down. We have to, appreciate the things, the small things that we never really thought that we will go without. Just appreciate that stuff right now, and just be hopeful.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, if you're in quarantine, hopefully you're in quarantine with people that you can stand, your roommates or your significant other. I'm pretty stoked for this, man. Like the only thing I'm worried about is like taking so much time doing the open mics, because that's how once I get the momentum going, and I was staying really busy, and I felt myself getting better, more comfortable, and now who knows when I'm going to be able to get back out there. I know they're mentioning something about doing an online open mic and do a very limited crowd of comics and streaming online and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to take part of that. I need to do something to keep myself on top of that. Do some writing, stay connected with other comics. I have a comedy group that we talk to in chat, and we share funny things and help each other with jokes and stuff. Just keep that going.
Yeah, check on people. Check in on your friends, your parents, your family.
Yeah, I would really like, and I was thinking about that because my phone was going off nonstop. I had to actually answer one of those scam likely calls and just tell them, dude, you got to stop calling me right now. I'm not interested in any of this shit. But yeah, it would be nice, like, make a phone call. Like, call your friends, call your family. I know everybody does, like, the texting or the messenger. Like, call people, reach out to people. Maybe your voice will be something that they need to hear at that time, So if we're cool like that, call and just check in. I'll try to be better with that too. Make phone calls, reach out.
Even out in person too, like make eye contact with people that you don't know, say hello. 'Cause times are tough right now. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I did cry today in the car by myself. But you never know what worries that other people have. Like, just because we individually have worries of our own, there has to be people who have bigger worries.
Yeah, other people, somebody has it worse than you do.
I mean, with us, it's just us two, and things are going to get tough. Things are going to, we are going to have to like limit our spending and stuff. But like, there's people who are families of, 5, families of 6,
Oh, got to homeschool their kids.
Yeah.
Shout out to anybody that has to do that. I know my sister's kind of stressed now. She's up in Washington, and they're doing like a homeschooling situation, quarantine situation there. And by day 2, I think everybody in the house was crying. So shout out for doing that. I mean, it's pretty rough. So good luck. Hopefully it gets better, gets easier, and enjoy that time. Also, shout out. There's another podcast show, the Morning After Pill show. They brought it. They put it upon themselves to kind of promote other podcasts while this is going on, other content creators. So shout out to Victor Mendoza and his buddy Chris. I think that's his name, Chris. For putting that together. The Morning After Pill show. Support them, and they put a flyer with other local podcast that got stuff going on. If you are in the need of content, because like you said, you could watch Netflix or Hulu or anything online, or you could listen to stuff while you're all working from home and still keep that kind of social connection, interaction type of stuff. But yeah, support that. Support what are they called? Service industry workers. Since they pretty much work on a day-to-day tips basis, and just stay cool, stay healthy, and be good. This is fun, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
We should do this. What do you think? Every 2-3 days?
I'd say maybe 3 days.
Every 3 days.
Yeah.
We'll try that. How hopeful are you that this is going to be good for our marriage? The quarantine.
I'm very hopeful.
Very hopeful.
Yeah.
You were hesitant when you said that.
No, like
it'll be fun.
I really believe
we're gonna do fun with it.
We're gonna be
have fun
good.
with it.
It's just time that we haven't spent. Because we're both busy.
We were both very busy for a long time. We were both very busy.
And it's just
so now
it's
just a
quality
change of pace.
time. It's just quality time, and we're slowing down.
We're gonna be in each other's area a lot longer and more than we have in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time, but we're gonna have fun with it.
Say hi to people.
Say
make
hi.
eye contact.
Reach out.
Smile.
Keep your distance, though. Social distancing
Yeah.
is very important. Wash your hands, goddammit.
But yeah, just make eye contact and smile and say hello to someone, a stranger.
We're gonna
Someone
be
will-
okay. Everybody's gonna be
Everyone's
okay.
gonna be good. Everyone's gonna be good. But just be friendly and spread kindness and listen to your conscience and just be a human.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you for supporting the podcast. Again, you could share this as many places I get the more money I can make for the sponsors and all that good stuff. Share your friends' podcast. Listen to your friends' podcast. Help them out. Help each other out as much as possible. We'll be back with y'all in another 3 days with another episode of Quarantine Buddies. What are we going to call this? Quarantine Buddies to Death Do Us Part type of... I don't know.
We'll come up with a name.
We'll come up with a name. Still the BarbacoaCore Podcast. I've been your host, Patrick. My wife, Crystal. And we'll check with you next time. Laters.
Bye.